Hello there, welcome to this training tutorial. My name is Richard McMunn. Now, if you have to complete a job application form, please make sure you watch this tutorial from beginning to end. I promise you, if you watch it, follow the tips and the training that I'm going to provide you with, you will pass your job application form. And having marked literally hundreds of application forms in the past, I know what it takes to pass. Now, before I get into those tips, the sample application form answers, and the tutorial, a very warm welcome to this training. My name is Richard McMunn, that's me there in the centre, and I'm going to help you pass your application form by giving you successful previous application form answers. Please do click the button below the video to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the weekly training videos that I'm uploading. Lots and lots of you are getting jobs through this CareerVidz YouTube channel. We have over 200,000 subscribers now, and I would also very much appreciate it if you gave the video a like. That always tells me that you enjoy the content, and I will therefore create more for you. Also, if you tell me the name of the job that you are applying for in the comments section below this video, I will give you some more tips for helping you to complete your job application form. Now, this is my promise to you. During this training video, I'm going to give you 7 very important tips that disclose what the top 1% of applicants do to always pass their job application forms. I will also give you high-scoring answers to the most common job application form questions that are used by employers and hiring managers. And also, this is very important, I will give you 8 powerful words and phrases that you have to put on your application form to get invited to the next stage or the interview. So that's my promise to you, those 3 things. Take notes and please make sure you pay attention as I go along. Now, on your job application form, you will be asked a question which goes something like this. Please explain why you have applied for this post and what you have to offer. So it is very, very important when we complete a job application form that we follow the instructions and we actually answer the question. What do I mean by that? Well, if we take a look at this application form question, it says, please explain why you have applied for the post and also what you have to offer. So when we give them our answer, we have to divide it up into 2 parts. We have to say, I am applying for this post because, and then give the reasons why, and then move on to say what we have to offer. And I will give you an example answer that's been successful in the past in a second. But if you fail to answer the application form question, you will not proceed to the next stages. And this is why a lot of people fail their application forms, because they don't follow instructions and they don't actually answer the question. So this is my suggested answer for the application form question. Please explain why you've applied for the post and what you have to offer. And you will see that I have split it up into 2 parts. Take notes as I write this down for you. Here we go. I am applying for this post because, having researched the job description and person specification in detail, the experience, skills and qualities I have are a strong match for the role. I have many years' experience within similar positions, and I have always gone above and beyond what is required to help my employer excel from a commercial and service delivery perspective. For example, in my previous job, I worked as part of a team who helped the organisation surpass its previous sales revenues for 3 years running. I have to offer many quality skills and experiences that I feel will benefit your organisation. These include a positive work ethic, a constant drive towards continuous improvement, being a loyal, supportive and cooperative team member, and also being someone who can plan, organise and complete their work with the minimum of supervision. I feel strongly that if you hire me in the position of XXX, you will be pleased with my knowledge, my levels of expertise, and above all, my enthusiasm and drive for carrying out my duties to a very high standard. So all you would need to do is change the XXX for the title of the job that you're applying for. Now, obviously you can use that, but please do make sure that before you do, you read it again and make sure all the qualities and skills are applicable to the ones that you actually possess. But that is an example of a successful job application form answer. Now, let me give you these 7 important tips for job application form success. Now, these tips are what the top 1% of candidates do time and time again to pass their application forms. Please make sure you take a note of them, read them, and follow them, because this is how you pass an application form. Number one, always follow the guidance notes and the instructions carefully. So to give you an example, the application form is actually a filtering process. When a job is advertised that requires the completion of an application form, the assessor uses this as a way to filter out lots of applicants, because there will be lots of people applying. Now, if you fill out the application form in the wrong colour ink, for example, or if you exceed the stated word count for the answers, you will not get through to the next stage, because that shows that you can't follow instructions, which is a very basic requirement of any job. Tip number two, read the job description before you complete the application form. Now, why do I say that? Well, this will then enable you to extract words and phrases from the job description, and then you can use them in your answers on the application form. And that's a really good thing to do to make it easy for the person marking the application form. Now, at some stage during this tutorial, I'm going to give you 8 really strong keywords and phrases that you can use that are a match for the majority of job descriptions. So let me give you an example. If part of the role that you are applying for requires you to work as part of a team, then you would say on your application form, I have many years' experience of working as part of a team to achieve difficult and time-sensitive tasks and projects. So then you are aligning your skills and qualities to the essential requirements of the role, hence making it easy for the person who is marking your application form. Tip number 3. Grammar, spelling and punctuation form part of the application form scoring criteria. So make sure you read your application form carefully before you submit it, but more importantly, ask someone who is qualified to read over it for you to check for any errors. Because if there are errors within grammar, spelling and punctuation, you are basically making it easy for the person to say that's no good because they can't write correctly or follow simple instructions. Number 4, give evidence of how your skills and qualities are a match for the role. So anybody can say, I am good at working under pressure, but backing it up with evidence is a different matter altogether. So for example, if you are required within the role to be good at customer service and care, anybody can write down on an application form, I am competent in delivering great customer service. But backing it up is a different way altogether. So let me give you an example. I have many years' experience delivering high-quality customer service and care. For example, in a previous job, I was the first point of contact for our valued customers, and I had set goals I needed to achieve in terms of customer service standards. So that is saying that you're good at customer service and then giving an example, i.e. giving evidence. Tip number 5, put down the names of references. So if you are required to give a reference, i.e. somebody who supports your application, do not put available upon request. This is what the majority of people will do. However, if you put down the names of references on your application form, actual names and contact details, it proves you and that person are confident in your ability to do the job. Virtually all application forms that I read in the past would say available upon request. And it just tells me that you don't want to give a reference yet. Therefore, how do I know that you can really carry out the job correctly? So my advice is to always make sure you put down 2 references, the names of the people who will support you in your application. Number 6, choose these hobbies and interests to show on your application form that you are a highly employable person. So sometimes on job application forms, it tells you to state what you do in your spare time. What are your hobbies and interests? These are the 3 that I recommend you give, obviously providing they are a match for what you do. That you spend quality time with your family. That you read non-fiction books to help yourself continually develop and improve. And also you learn new skills and develop existing ones. So for example, if you play a musical instrument, that's a great thing to put down. Develop existing skills might be playing a team sport or activity. So those are the 3 things that I recommend you put down on your application form. Number 7, this is a great one. Use power words and phrases on your application form. These are fantastic. So there are specific powerful keywords and phrases the top 1% of candidates use on their application forms. What are they? Let me show you what these 8 are now. Take a note of these. Here we go. Number 1. I have read the job description and the person specification, and I am confident I have the necessary skills, qualities and attributes to excel within the position. So that's a great thing to put down on your application form. Number 2, you are clearly an organisation that sets high standards, genuinely cares about its customers and looks to support its staff so they can thrive as part of the team. Number 3, I am resilient, determined and enthusiastic. Number 4, I am someone who accepts feedback positively with a view to continually improving and developing within my work. Number 5, I am a positive, resilient, enthusiastic and supportive team worker who takes great pride in the work I produce for my employer. I fully understand how my performance within this role can impact the performance of your organisation and its commercial objectives. Number 7, if you employ me in this position, I will work hard to consistently achieve my targets and continually seek to improve within the role. And number 8, I am hardworking, focused, ambitious and adaptable. I can be relied upon to achieve any given task without supervision. So you can pick 1 or 2 out of those 8 powerful keywords and phrases that put you across as a highly employable person. Now, if you would like more help, let's say you're moving on to the interview, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video and it will take you through to one of the top viewed interview training videos here on YouTube. Please do subscribe. I very much appreciate your support. And don't forget to tell me in the comments section below the video the name of the job that you're applying for, and I'll give you some tips for your application. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best in completing your job application form. Have a brilliant day.